references and hurt feelings. Now, in this section where he's drawing our attention to these big realities so that we are kind of overwhelmed and hit by who God is and who we are in him, he's going to do these three things in this section. He's going to kind of invite his readers on a little journey to kind of ascend above the clouds of their background and cultural and religious perspective and their own inclination to see things from their own perspective and not see things from either God's angle or someone else's perspective. And so he's going to remind his reader to do three things. One, he's going to remind his readers who they were, what Jesus has done for them, secondly, and then thirdly, what they are now. So let's take it apart in that order. Number one, he reminds them what they were, verses 11 and 12. He says twice, remember, he kind of brackets it. Therefore, remember that at one time, you Gentiles in the flesh, but called the uncircumcision by what is called the circumcision. So we got two groups of people with their own little names, and there's a little stab here. I don't know if you noticed this or not. It says, made in the flesh by hands. Anybody see that? This is not like Etsy, like handmade, special, takes 9 weeks to get here because someone's going to make it in their garage. Oh, isn't that nice? No, in Jewish thought, made by hands is a way of saying idol worship. It's you made it with your hands. It's not real. He's saying you took circumcision, which is God's sign to you for a period of time, and you turned it into an idol, is what he's saying. There's a little jab going on here towards the Jews. In verse 12, he says, remember that you were, at that time, separated from Christ, alienated from the commonwealth of Israel, strangers to the covenants of promise, and having no hope without God in the world. Man, that's a litany. It reminds me of one of my favorite scenes from The Princess Bride, which I was going to skip this illustration, but Tom Clapsaddle sent me a message, a Princess Bride reference, and so you can call Tom and tell him it's his fault for the next 45 seconds of this sermon. I was thinking of the part where Vincini and Indigo and Fezzik have just captured Buttercup, and they're taking her to the Gilder frontier, and then Vincini tells Fezzik and Indigo that he's going to kill her when they get there, and Fezzik says, I just don't think it's right. Remember? And Vincini says, have I gone mad, or did the word think just escape your lips? You guys haven't seen this movie. You have to see this movie, right? I didn't pay for your brains, you hippopotamic landmass. And then Indigo pipes up, I agree with Fezzik. Oh, the psalm has spoken. And then he starts kind of berating them. Remember this, never forget this. When I found you, you were so slobbering drunk you couldn't buy brandy. And then he turns to Fezzik, and you